Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Good evening and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, as we welcome you back to the Davis Event Center, where your now nationally ranked ICC Indians get set to square off against Coahoma. ICC moved up to number 24 in this week's poll. Coahoma comes in ranked technically second in the conference. They're also unbeaten in conference play. Miss Sylvia coming by with some treats, and I know what this is. These are those pretzels, and you're not getting any, Mr. Jim.
It was very nice of her.
Yes.
We miss Miss Sylvia.
Absolutely. Well, Jim, let's go ahead and talk about it. Our Bank Okolona keys to victory. What's it going to take for ICC to keep things going in the good way?
You know, this has been a great year, starting out great. We're 3-0 in the division, 13-1 overall, and Coahoma's 2-0 division, 9-3 overall. A big-time game, two teams undefeated division playing tonight. We always talk about that, but I know Grant Pate wants to play that great man-to-man defense, and we got to out-rebound Coahoma. If we find a way to do that, we'll stay in the top 25. But we need to find a way to win tonight.
And those are your Bank Okolona keys to victory. New name, same great service that North Mississippi has come to know and trust for over 75 years. John Herod and all the fine folks out there at the Bank of Okolona is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with tonight's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
And welcome back to the Davis Ford pregame show. ICC, number 24 in the country. Coahoma coming in, trying to upset the Indians tonight here on their home floor. These are two teams that played earlier in the season. I believe it was a 4-point contest between the two teams when they played during the non-conference slate. And let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineup, and let's start with Coahoma.
Thank you, Adam. Of course, Coahoma comes here 9-3, 2-0 division. Starting tonight, number 0, Marion Hogan, 6'2" freshman guard from Holmes County High School. Number 3, Dante Prescott, the 5'10" freshman guard from Brooklyn, New York. Number 4, Key Johnson, the 6'7" sophomore from Gulfport. Number 5, Jaquay Murray, the 6'7" freshman also from Brooklyn, New York. Two guys from Brooklyn, New York. And number 35, rounding out the starting lineup, the 6'8" sophomore center Ozell Jackson from Bronx, New York. Three New York guys starting tonight.
Yeah, so a few guys from up north, and also One thing you notice here in that lineup, a pretty tall lineup for Coahoma.
No doubt about it.
As well. Let's take a look at tonight's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup for your ICC Indians. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination, and Coach Grant Pate, Hosie's got that same winning combination put together tonight against the Tigers.
And for your 24th ranked ICC Indians, record 13-1 overall, 3-0 the division. Starting tonight, number 3, Josh Lee, 6'3 freshman guard from Canton Hartfield Academy. Number 4, Kobe Harr, 6'3 guard from Spanish Fort, Alabama. Number 12, George Marshall, the leading scorer on the team, 6'4 freshman from Jackson, Mississippi. Number 14, Jaden Webb, the 6'10 freshman from Olive Branch. And number 21, Rock Robinson, the 6'6 sophomore from Pontotoc, Mississippi.
And we do want to give a special shout out to George Marshall as he was named this week's MACCCC Player of the Week. He had a big week there, averaging 16.5 points to help the Indians beat 2 top-ranked teams, number 21 Northeast, number 24 Pearl River, and earn a spot in that, I guess you'd say, the top 25 now. And it's been a while since ICC has been nationally ranked, so the Indians hope to extend on that ranking here tonight.
Should be a great game. Got a good crowd following in. You got a few more minutes to get here. We appreciate you listening to us tonight. If you cannot be here, should be a good game. Both teams undefeated in the division. Should be a very good game, Adam.
We're going to put the brakes on the Davis Ford pregame show and come back with that First American National Bank opening tip right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okalona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we put the brakes on the Davis Ford pregame show and take you down to the floor for tonight's starting lineups for your ICC Indians.
support with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get set for that First American National Bank opening tip at a very ruckus Davis Event Center tonight here in Fulton. ICC in their new baby blue jerseys as Coahoma in their road maroon trimmed in white and gem. Thank goodness we got some teams that wear some numbers we can read tonight when it comes to our visitors.
I'll still rely on you, but yes, I can see the numbers a little better tonight. Thank God.
So we're getting set for this First American National Bank opening tip. ICC fans, show your support for ICC with First American National Bank exclusive ICC Spirit debit card. Visit FANB.bank for more information. That's FANB.bank for more information. Coahoma with the basketball, spins in the paint, nice extra pass. Looks to go underneath, used a little bit of an elbow to get clear. Got his own rebound, puts it back. It was blocked by Webb. Nice defense to start the contest there by the Indians.
Good job by the Indians. Got the ball. We just started the game 0-0. If you just joined us, both teams undefeated in division. A big division game tonight.
Inside they go to Webb. Webb draws a double team,
nice.
Is able to get the layup to go. And a very positive start for Webb, who did not see a lot of minutes against Pearl River. Was able to come in and be instant offense there on the first possession for the Indians. 2-0 is the score. Remind you, the Lady Indians, they're on the road at Coahoma. Their opening tip will be at 6. We'll try to keep you updated throughout the evening on that one. Tigers with the basketball. Now spin it back up top. Leave wide open for the three-pointer. Back iron no good. Webb easily collects the rebound.
Good job blocking out, getting the rebound, giving them only one opportunity at them.
Marshall with it. Lost his dribble for a moment. Gives it back to Webb. Webb had it, lost it, taken away now by Coahoma. Coahoma on the other end, trying to tie the contest. A little fancy with the extra pass, and ICC forces a turnover. Drive inside, layup is good. Nice job there by ICC, turning what looked to be an easy basket for Coahoma into a basket on the other end for the Indians.
Indians leading 4-0. Just started the game, 18-20 in the first half.
Three-point basket on its way, no good. Put back, though, after the assist. Good that time. That's going to be Hogan with the basket. And ICC now sees Coahoma finally stop a little bit of that bleeding.
4-2. Adam, that was an offensive rebound. We got to keep them off the boards.
Yeah, they've had those second chance opportunities a couple of times already tonight. Webb with the basketball is going to drop this one off. ICC drives inside, and
nice.
Tell you what, ICC's liking this right now. Every one of their shots coming inside the paint, basically on layups to start the contest. Three-point basket's no good. How is that not over the back? Official says play on here. Now here comes ICC in the break. Into the corner. Rock Robinson for three. Yes! Indians on fire to start the contest here. They lead it 9-2. Robinson just spotted up right there in the corner and knocked that one down like he's done it a time or two. Coahoma with the basketball, trying to go back inside. Challenging Webb. Now the pass off to the corner. Ball fake on the three. Drives inside. That's a charge. Nice take there by Josh Lee. And you know what? We talked about this, you and I, off camera. Josh is the type of guy that really makes his team go.
No doubt about it.
He doesn't do the things that show up in the box score, but when it comes to leadership, when it comes to taking the charges, when it comes to being the guy to control the game and say, hey, we're going to slow it down, or hey, we're going to up the pace a little bit, Josh is that guy.
And he doesn't – it doesn't matter to him if he scores or not. He's doing little things helping us tonight. We're up 9-2, 17-14 left in the first half.
Well, they don't have the foul on the board, as that was the first foul of the night, I believe. There they go. Now they add it to Coahoma's total fouls. Indians with the basketball, leading this one 9-2. Webb with it, now gets it back out. Indians trying to drive inside. That was taken away nicely that time by the Tigers. 12 seconds now on the shot clock. Three-pointer on its way. That one good.
Adam Harsh has come out of here with 7 of our 12 points tonight.
And the Indians quickly up by 10 here in the early stages of this one. Well, right now, if you're Coahoma, you just got to stick to your offense. Don't force anything, and that's what they did there. You got to weather this storm early because right now ICC is just red hot out of the gate.
12-2, Indians with the ball with a 10-point lead. Just started the game, 16-30 in the first half.
This is Marshall with the basketball. He was selected your men's basketball player of the week by the conference. Of course, the NJCAA will announce their picks tomorrow, as there's another three-pointer put up. Are you serious? The Indians on fire, have not missed a shot yet. Let's keep it here, Mr. Jim, because we worried about it. Will the Indians come out and have a little bit of a hangover after coming off those two big wins over Northeast and Coahoma Northeast and Pearl River getting ranked? Sometimes can get in your head, but I tell you what, right now, my goodness, this is the best we've seen out of the Indians all season.
No doubt, but we're 3 from three-point land. As you mentioned, we hadn't missed a shot. We're up 15-2. Of course, this early in the ball game. Got to keep the pressure going on, but what a great start for the Indians.
And that's what we said, for Coahoma right now, you just got to weather this storm, because eventually ICC is not going to be this high, and that's when you start chipping away at it. But right now it's very big for Coahoma. Yes, you got to weather the storm, but at the same time you got to find a way to strike back offensively. So we reset out of that break, 16-13 to go here. ICC with a 15-2 lead over the visiting Tigers of Coahoma. Hogan with the basketball. He wants to drive inside, spins, and just throws that one out, and the ball will go back to the Indians.
Thought he saw a man over there, and Adam, I believe he walked before he put the ball out of bounds.
So right now, Coahoma just pressing a little bit too much. Got to take a deep breath here, see if they can find themselves when they get back on the offensive end. But for the Indians, you want to keep pouring on right now and try to keep building on this lead. Inside out they go, another three-pointer. That went off the mark. So the Indians are human as they miss their first shot of the night as they lead at 15-2. Coahoma trying to work off a screen. Indians trap on the wing. Good help defense, baseline jumper, good. Good stop, good answer that time by the Tigers.
Key Johnson hits a big basket, 15-4, Indians with the ball, 11-point lead, 15-20 in the first half.
That was a good timeout taken by Coahoma to kind of settle them down for a second. Now here come the Indians, swinging around now. This is going to be Josh Lee with the basketball, asking for a screen, gets it, tries to go inside, draws some help defense, stutter step, jumpers off the mark, no good, and saved in bounds by Coahoma. Tigers wanting to push on the other end. Spot up three-pointer on its way. That one good. Coahoma has woken up here as Hogan knocks that one down, and they're climbing right back into it. A little 5-0 run out of that timeout.
15-7. You mentioned it, Adam. They're now beginning to hit a few shots. 14:45 left in the first half. Indians with the ball, 8-point lead.
Strip and steal, but then the Indians get it back on the other end. And my goodness, how was that not a foul? Three-pointer on its way. That one off the mark, no good. So as hot as the Indians start, they have cooled off just as quickly. And Coahoma has been able to climb back into this one. Beautiful extra pass. Reverse layup is good. Well, I tell you what, that was just good basketball right there. Nice finish on the part of Murray.
They're on a 6-0 run, I believe, Adam. 15-9. Indians with the ball, 6-point lead. Coming up on 14 minutes left in the first half.
Robinson with the basketball now. Drops it off to Webb. Webb's going to hand it off. That is going to be Lee who picks up his dribble. Back inside to Webb. Webb, the running hook shot is off the mark, no good. And Coahoma is dominating the boards, not allowing ICC any second shot opportunities. Bad pass at the feet of the big man that time as it goes out of bounds, and the ball will head back to the Indians. Substitution coming into the game here for ICC. This is going to be Jamari Marshall. Webb will sit out, so ICC wants to go a little bit smaller with their lineup. Actually, Eddie Page has come in as well. These substitutions being brought to you by Max Homes. Folks, Max Home is hiring for all positions, and they're willing to train quality people. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Homes with locations in Fulton and Sulligent, Alabama. Well, Jim, we bragged on the Indians' start to the ball game. Well, guess what? Ever since that timeout, they ain't been able to produce any offense.
No, last 4 trips down, we've not scored.
Jumper from the corner is off the mark, no good. And that should be a foul on the rebound. We'll see who they're going to call this on, though, as George had position, and they are going to call it on Coahoma. That foul's going to be whistled on number 4. That's going to be Johnson, his first foul. Second team foul. They've got us with a foul, but I think they mistakenly put that one on us earlier when it should have been against Coahoma.
Correct.
Has picked up the dribble now. Rock Robinson with it, drops it off to Jamari. Jamari drives inside, bump, puts up the runner, and got it. Impressive move there by Jamari to be able to get that shot to fall. And as you said, Jim, we needed that one in a big way.
Indians up by 8, 13 minutes left in the first half.
So Coahoma with the basketball, swings it up top, eyes, tries, can't buy the three, and the Marshall brothers fighting over the rebound.
They were. George won the stat there. He got the rebound. Stole it from Jamari.
And they're going to call this a charge. Good call that time as George a little bit out of control, trying to force the issue as Coahoma has come out with the points of not let him beat him tonight, and they've denied him the basketball. George will check out, and checking in will be Chris Minton. That substitution being brought to you by TM Realtor agent Ricky Murphy. When you're looking for your next home, or maybe your forever home, give Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy a call at 842-3844. That's 842-3844. Ricky be glad to help you out there. He bought me he didn't buy me my home. He helped me find my.
You wish he'd bought your home.
He helped me find my first home and done a great job since. There's the tip in and good. That was Prescott hanging around the basket. Smallest guy on the floor able to get that tip in. It's a 6-point contest.
17-11. ICC with the ball with a 6-point lead. 12-10 left in the first half.
Robinson wants the three-pointer. That one's short, no good, and Minton with the rebound. That's one thing Chris Minton does a really good job. He has a very good nose for the basketball on both sides of the floor. May not be the biggest guy on the floor, but he's able to get some rebounds. That layup is no good. Heavily contested. Good no call by the official, and good transition defense. Guess who? Chris Minton right there making another play.
Good job by Chris.
Jim, I don't know if you've ever had to wear one of those face masks that Chris is wearing right now. Of course, protect your nose.
Right, I have not, thank goodness.
I can say this. I've worn one before, and pretty much all it does is spread the paint around your face.
so it's just not in one location
right,
anymore.
Right. That's what the doctor said. He's like, it'll spread the – that's a travel, no call. But it said it'll just spread the paint around your face instead of just one location. I'm like, awesome. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, great. That's Ozell Jackson, his first two tonight. Cuts the lead. Indians up by 4 with the ball. 11.5 minutes left in the first half.
Lee with the basketball, wanting to go to work, being toughly guarded there by Coahoma. 12 seconds down the shot clock. Lee trying to break free. Looks to drive inside, puts the shot up.
Nice.
And a big make there for Lee to answer on the other end.
We needed that. Lead up to 6 again, 19-13. Indians with a 6-point lead. Coming up on 11 minutes left in the first half.
Indians standing that man-to-man defense. Drive inside. Shot is up off the mark. No good. Page had the rebound, but it was slapped out, and Lee eventually found. Now here comes Lee. Drops it off. Extra pass, and good defense. They're going to say it was actually slapped off the ICC player. Good quick pass back there by Jamari. Just maybe a little bit too close for that much of a touch pass. So a tough break there for the Indians in transition. 10:53 to go here. 19-13 is your score. ICC has led as much as 13 in this contest. As they came out, and when they started this game, it's almost like they were throwing the ball into the ocean. Everything was going in.
First 4 minutes, we didn't miss a shot, Adam. Now, this game's calmed down here. Coahoma's playing a little bit better here, rebounding the ball, and cut the lead to 6.
Three-pointer on its way. Big if it goes. No. And the rebound pulled down by Lee. Josh Lee wanting to get out and lead the transition. Challenges the big man, puts the shot up. It's no good. Rebound tipped around. And Lee finds it, gets it back, and puts it in. Nice job not giving up on the play that time by Josh Lee.
Josh Lee now has 7. Horace has 7 to lead the Indians. They're up by 8, 21-13. 10 minutes until halftime.
Lady Indians are on the road tonight at Coahoma. We'll try to bring you some updates throughout the night there, and maybe we take a couple of live looks at the broadcast. Hopefully at halftime we can for sure. Three-pointer on its way for Coahoma. That one left short and almost rattled in, though, somehow.
Good rebound by the Indians with a 10-point lead and the ball. 9:40 left to halftime.
Trey Singleton has checked into the contest during that exchange as there's another three-pointer by Josh Lee. And, Jim, the Indians are lighting it up from outside tonight.
They leave Josh Lee open. He's got 10 points. He's got double digits first 10 minutes of the ball game. Indians up by 11, 24-13.
You know, that's what makes this team so dangerous. I talked to my buddy Kevin Maloney as there's a steal by the Indians up the floor, and the layup is going to be good. ICC may have got away with a tackle at half court, and timeout taken by Coahoma. Let's take the timeout with them. We're going to hear from Renaissance Bank as ICC has built the lead back to 13. Back with more right after this.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we reset out of the timeout. ICC went cold but have gotten hot again thanks to that tough defense. They now lead 26-13, matching their largest lead of the night here with 9:10 to go in the first half.
Good job by the Indians. Give Coahoma credit. They cut it down the floor. Adam now extended it again out to 13. Indians up 26-13, 9 minutes until halftime.
India standing that man-to-man defense. Trying to switch there to look to get the mismatch, and then ICC steps in front of it. Colby Horace with the steal, then lost the handle on it. Now Coahoma on the other end, and they're going to throw that one down. Well, just a benefit for Murray not getting down the floor at enough time that time after they got the steal and was able to get the flush on the other end.
Adam, that's a 4-point swing. We could have extended the lead to 15 there. They made a steal when we had a breakaway. Give them credit. ICC with the ball, 8.5 minutes till halftime, up by 11.
Mitten ball fakes, thought about the long two, nothing there. Now gets it back out. This is Horace with the basketball. He drives inside, puts the shot up, and the kiss off the glass is good. Renaissance Bank shot. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. Visit RenaissanceBank.com for more information. A lot of contact on that shot, no foul call. And ICC is going to slow it down a little bit.
Adam, we've got 28 points. Our starting point guards, Lee and Horace, have 19 of that 28.
Thought about the three. Now they're going to back it back out. This is Mitten with the basketball. Wanting to work one-on-one. Now works it over to Jamari Marshall, who drives inside, loses the handle of the basketball, and a charge going to be called. I like that call.
They've been consistent.
They have.
They've been consistent.
I say I like that call. I don't like it with the fact that it went against ICC, but I do like the charge call versus the blocking call on that, as he got stripped with the basketball and just tried to draw the call and lost control of himself. So 13 matches, the largest lead of the night here for the Indians. Coahoma has been able to make it a 6-point contest, but ICC has answered.
Good defense by the Indians.
Thought about the three, ball fakes, now steps around it. Three-pointers off the mark, no good. And that's a rebound by Singleton. Horace with the basketball. Floats in the paint, puts the shot up too strong, and the rebound being fought for underneath it. Coahoma comes away with it. Now the Tigers want to get out and up the pace a little bit. Didn't like what they have, so they're going to back it back up now. Oh, beautiful give and go, but the shot blocked, and where was the foul? No foul whatsoever on that, and the official trailing the play is going to make the call, and didn't get him with the body because the body was about 2 foot behind him.
You're right. I don't think you agree with that call.
Man, you just take away a great defensive recovery from a player that time, and I'd be saying the same thing if it was a Coahoma player.
Right. Correct.
You just hate to see that extra effort awarded with a foul when there wasn't one, as that free throw is up in and good.
It's Galmore, isn't it?
It is. Galmore at the line.
28-16, Indians up by 12. 7 minutes left till halftime. Coahoma trying to cut it to 11 here. One more free throw.
Each team sitting in some substitutions here. This substitution is being brought to you by your State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland. For all your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, or life, give State Farm insurance agent Brandon Poland a call at 862-9648. That's 862-9648. You get a free quote when you set up your appointment today. We do appreciate Brandon and all the support for ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. So the Indians with the basketball, leading this one 28-17, coming up on 6.5 to play. Webb has re-entered the contest. Now works it back baseline to George Marshall, who goes inside and is hammered. And there is a whistle, and Marshall will head to the free throw line.
Good drive by George. As you mentioned, the player of the week last week. Playing very good ball for the Indians here early in the year. Now shooting 2 free throws. We need them, Adam. We're up 28-17, up by 11, 6:40 left until half.
So this is Marshall heading to the free throw line. If you'd like to read more about Marshall's week, you can visit letsgoicc.com, our award-winning athletic website. We saw where the Daily Journal picked it up today, put it on Twitter, also WTVA. We're going to try to send them some highlights from tonight's game, see if TVA or CBI might pick those up as well, as both those free throws are good.
You know, George Marshall only has 2 tonight, and we're up by 13 with 6.5 minutes left in the first half.
Indians in a 2-2-1 press now. And Coahoma no problem breaking it as they get the ball across midcourt. Into the corner they go. Now they swing it back up top. The big man stepping outside for 3 and drains it. Had a little quick look back at the ICC student section there as Jackson knocks down a big 3 to make it a 10-point contest. 30-20, 6:15 and counting to go until halftime. Lob it to the backside to Webb. Webb reverses his layup, is fouled, and he'll go to line to shoot 2. I think Marshall was looking for maybe the lob. Webb wasn't ready for it, but still made something out of the situation. Well, Jim, I know we've been talking about some other things going on, but guess what? We're 17 days away from the start of softball season. I think 20 days away from the start of baseball season.
Unbelievable.
So
it's here.
It's here. So if you want to find out more about our baseball, softball, tennis, golf teams, again, visit letsgoicc.com. You can follow us on your favorite social media platform at Let's Go ICC to keep up with everything going on in athletics here at Itawamba Community College. So that first free throw no good for Webb. We'll get the tail end of this 2-shot opportunity coming up here. And can't get that one to go. A little flat on the release there. Got to get a little bit more flex in the knees.
No doubt about it. Indians up by 10. Coahoma has the ball. Shoots a 3-pointer from the corner. No good. Coahoma gets the rebound. Indians recover. Loose ball. Adam, I'm turning it over to you. Sorry.
I was letting you roll with it. Indians drive baseline. Layup. Beautiful.
Nice.
Count it. Well, I tell you what, Josh Lee has had a great first quarter here for the Indians.
No doubt. He's come out. He's already got 12 points here in the first half, Adam.
You know, we talked about it before the game. He's not the type of player that does a lot of stuff to put things in the scorebook. Well, he may have heard that tonight and said, hey, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and put up double digits in the first half.
Unbelievable. He's taking what they're giving him. Good drive, shooting the 3-pointer well. Good start for Josh Lee.
And a chance to complete the 3-point play the old-fashioned way, and he does. Lead back to 13. Then Robinson steals the inbounds. Jump ball, and this will belong to the Indians. Well, Rock just kind of caught him by surprise there and forces the jump ball, and it's going to go back. Well, why aren't they putting it at 20? It was a jump ball. So, unless that's a rule I'm not sure of, so. And it very well could be.
Adam, we've matched our largest lead, 33-20. Can extend it here.
That ball deflected. Nice defense by Coahoma. As you said, Jim, we just can't quite build on that 13-point advantage. It's pretty much been there the whole game, but what a beautiful running shot by Prescott in the paint to get that one to fall and keep Coahoma within striking distance.
33-22, Indians with the ball. Coming up on 5 minutes in the first half. Indians been up the entire game. They're up by 11 with the ball against Coahoma.
Drive inside by Horace. He tried to kick it out, and Marshall wasn't ready for it. And
what do you call it? Charging? Through an elbow?
Called a charge with nobody around the player.
Did not see
George
that.
had to cut back and get the basketball. That's the reason why he made that sharp move away from the ball. There was nobody around him. If anything, he pushed off on Rock Robinson.
Tough call because that's his second foul and he has to go out of the ball game.
Yeah. That's the only thing you can say there. Well, at least on the air anyway. Drive inside. Beautiful wraparound pass. Layup is good. Good job there by Coahoma. That's Murray who finishes with the layup. And Coahoma slowly but surely chipping their way back into this one.
Down by 9, Coahoma is. ICC has the ball, 9-point lead. They've led the entire game, 4.5 minutes left until halftime.
Horace's layup is no good, and the rebound ripped down there by the Tigers. Well, Jim, you got 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this one if you're Coahoma. Need a strong finish here to see if you can't get this thing or keep it inside double digits heading into halftime. 3-point basket's off the mark. Three-pointer just hasn't been there tonight for the Tigers. Looks like the Indians are going to back it back out now and go through their offensive set. Josh Lee, go ahead.
Excuse me. Indians with the ball with a 9-point lead, 4 minutes till halftime.
Lee kicks it out. This is a three-pointer for the Indians. It's off the mark, no good. Good look, just couldn't get that one to fall. So the Tigers, a big chance here to get an empty trip out of the Indians and continue to trim into this lead. Big man showing some handles, but good defense by Pearson not to let him around him. Inside, that's a charge. And the referee agrees.
Been consistent all night.
They have.
Good defense by the Indians.
And again, you know, there's going to be calls that officials miss, just like there's going to be things we miss up here. And at the end of the night, as Steve Diffie says, all you want is consistency, even if it is inconsistently inconsistent.
That's right. You know,
but tonight it hasn't been that way.
No, they've done a good job. And, you know, Coahoma spreading the floor there and went a little bit of one-on-one. It looked like good defense by the Indians.
Trying to drive inside, and my goodness, a mugging in the paint that time. No call, but the officials have let them play physical tonight as there's a steal by Pearson. Lee with the basketball, weaves his way through traffic. He's going to set it back out now. This is Horace with it. Inside, 3 minutes to go until halftime. Inside out they go. Ball fake on the three. Kick it back out. Horace wants it this time, and he nails it. Nice. Tried to draw the contact. I'm going to have to give credit to the official there. Good no call on the fall that time. And another three-point basket knocked down there by the Indians.
36-24, Indians by 12. 2:25 left till halftime.
Drive inside. That shot's no good, and well, unfortunately for Josh Lee, he couldn't step back in bounds that quickly and touch the basketball. And so they're going to talk about resetting the shot clock here. Game clock continues to roll. So we'll see if they'll reset that as well. It's all sorts of confusion right now.
They're changing the clock.
There you go. I was going to say, need to add about 7. Now we got some pushing and shoving going on the floor as apparently Jackson did not like the fact that Rock Robinson was either A, saying something to him, or B, just a little too close for his liking defensively. No look pass, but ICC takes it away. Now here come the Indians out in transition. Try to go the extra pass. Ends up in the hands of Rock Robinson, and he lays it up for the Indians. And now the Indians with their large lead of the night at 14.
38-24, Indians with a 14-point lead. 2 minutes till halftime.
And we've got a whistle. And this is going to be a foul on Rock Robinson of the Indians. That is the Indians' 5th team foul, and I'm not going to say anything because that referee's going to think I'm picking on him tonight.
Well, they were watching for it because Rock and the other player had a little disagreement the play before, so they're looking at very tight.
I don't mind that as long as you call the same thing on the other end.
I agree.
Just to keep things from getting overheated, but really not a bad ball game right now between either teams. If there's a Galmore three-pointer knockdown, that's a big one for the Tigers.
Cuts to 11, 38-27. The Indians with the ball with an 11-point lead. Played outstanding here in the first half. Got to keep it up. Minute 35 till halftime.
Remind you, stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report. We'll take a look at some stats and more. And now we've got a technical foul issued here. And
who called on number 1, the player?
Not sure who he called that one on. They're going to call that one on Jakiah Murray. And the referee getting some explanation here as this will send Lee to the free throw line. He makes the first one, and
I didn't see it.
It had to be something that was said, to say the least, on that sense.
Yeah.
But even if it was, I mean, minus saying a magic word,
right.
You really can't. I don't know. I just don't like in that situation.
I don't either.
It's been a good, hard-fought ball game. They've let them play physical. And, yes, we had a little bit of a push while ago, but there was nothing that came from that again. So,
Indians have the ball with a 12-point lead, a minute and a half until halftime.
Lady Indians getting set to tip things off in Clarksdale. We'll take a look at that one at halftime, along with some stats and more coming your way at the break. So the Indians with the basketball. They lead it by 12. Largely the night has been 14. 10 seconds now on the shot clock here for the Indians. Oh, beautiful pass inside, but great defensive play by the Tigers. That was Perez coming in and making the stop. If not, Eddie Page has got a clean flush on the basket that time. So we got 1 minute to play here until halftime. ICC with a double-digit lead. Coahoma needs a good trip this trip down the floor. Spins inside, great pass, ball fake, shot denied.
Good block. 54 seconds until halftime. Indians up by 12. Coahoma has the ball.
Coahoma needs a basket this trip just to keep it at 10. If you can get a 3, that'd be even bigger to cut it inside double digits, as ICC is pretty much led by 13 a large majority of the first half. Largely the night has been 14. As that one nearly taken away. Now here comes a three-pointer on the other end. It's off the mark, no good. And the shot clock sounded, but ICC is able to get the rebound. Loose ball on the floor, and a nice job there by Horace to be ready for it. About 13 seconds difference in the shot clock and the game clock right now. So ICC cannot hold off for the last shot here. This is Josh Lee, who has had the hot hand here in the first half for the Indians.
Josh Lee has 14 points.
That shot wouldn't fall.
Half. Would not fall there, Adam. I'm sorry.
So now Coahoma can hold off for the final shot here in the first half. 10 seconds now to go. Asking for a screen up top. The Indians switch off of it. 2 seconds. Long two on its way off the mark. No good. And that will end your first half of play. ICC 39, Coahoma 27. We're going to take a break and come back with a Little Caesars halftime report and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Little Caesars Detroit-style deep dish pizza has caramelized crispy cheese edges and a soft, chewy center. Do you love it, Matthew Stafford?
I'm not a walking billboard.
Okay, never mind.
Pizza, pizza.
Get Little Caesars Detroit-style deep dish pizza for just $8.99.
Pizza, pizza. It's the Little Caesars Pizza pregame with Pals, Pepsi, and pizza.
A pizza pregame with Pals, Pepsi, and pizza.
Totally.
Thanks, Matthew Pafford.
Order online before games and you could win prizes like Super Bowl 57 tickets.
Pizza, pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle in the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Little Caesars Detroit-style deep dish pizza has caramelized crispy cheese edges and a soft, chewy center. Do you love it, Matthew Stafford?
I'm not a walking billboard.
Okay, never mind.
Pizza, pizza.
Get Little Caesars Detroit-style deep dish pizza for just $8.99.
Pizza, pizza. It's the Little Caesars Pizza pregame with Pals, Pepsi, and pizza.
A pizza pregame with Pals, Pepsi, and pizza.
Totally.
Thanks, Matthew Pafford.
Order online before games and you can win prizes like Super Bowl 57 tickets.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at halftime. ICC leading it 39-27. We're watching the Palm Squad perform here at halftime. And Jim, I know you got some of those stats. And these stats being brought to you by Samstown Market. They are your source for fresh meat, produce, dairy, and local products. They're located at Highway 371 North, right there in the heart of Manatachee. Stop by and see Sam Ferris and the fine folks at Samstown Market today. I went this weekend, or this holiday break, and got their stuffed pork chop. Wow. And I tell you, they sold two for like $12. Wow. And I couldn't even finish one by myself. So great deal out there for Sam. So if you see that again, follow them on Facebook, Samstown Market, for some of the great services out there in Manatachee.
No doubt about it. Again, the Indians up at half, 39-27. Both these teams are undefeated in division. This is a big ball game. Of course, the Indians playing tonight at home, 39-27 for Coahoma tonight. At halftime, Murray has 6, Hogan has 5, Galmore has 5, Prescott has 4, Johnson has 2, and Ozell Jackson has 5. For the Indians, Adam Weed got 39 points. 26 of the 39 came from our starting point guards. Josh Lee has 14, Kobe Horse has 12, Rock Robinson has 5, then Marshall chipped in with 2, both Marshalls had 2, Jaden Webb has 2, Singleton has 2. The Indians have led the entire game, have a 39-27 lead here at halftime.
And Jim, what do you think the difference in the game so far has been, other than the Indians' hot shooting?
The hot shooting, and we're playing good defense, and they are not, when they're missing or getting the rebounds, not many offensive putbacks by the Tigers. Give our defense and our defensive rebounding credit.
Little Caesars halftime report, ICC leads at 39-27. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to peek in on the women's action going on in Clarksdale. So ICC up here by 12 at the half, led as much as 14. Back with more right after this.
Little Caesars Detroit-style deep dish pizza has caramelized crispy cheese edges and a soft, chewy center. Do you love it, Matthew Stafford?
I'm not a walking billboard.
Okay, never mind.
Pizza, pizza.
Get Little Caesars Detroit-style deep dish pizza for just $8.99.
Pizza, pizza. It's the Little Caesars Pizza pregame with Pals, Pepsi, and pizza.
A pizza pregame with Pals, Pepsi, and pizza.
Totally.
Thanks, Matthew Pafford.
Order online before games and you can win prizes like Super Bowl 57 tickets.
Pizza, pizza.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Coahoma turns it over against the ICC press. Itawamba the other way, a pump fake, goes up with it, no good, missed by Dixon. He goes out of bounds and stays with ICC. .5:02 to play first quarter. Tied up at 11. Coahoma had a 5-0 lead to start the game, which they got within the opening minute. Carruthers looking to get it in. Able to find Owens. Owens will drive on Jones. Lay in, no good. Rebound down to Bowen and quickly off to Jones. Up ahead on the near side to Chiara Abram. Abram brings it into the corner. Picks up her dribble and throws it away. Tried to get it to Wilson. Taken by ICC. Here's Carruthers. Guarded by Tiana Abram. Passes off on the near side to Dixon. Dixon gets the screen, picks up the dribble. Pass is deflected. Tiara Abram gets it for Coahoma. Up ahead into the front court on the near side. Tiara puts it up, and that's good, plus a foul. Tiara Abram. Coahoma by 2. Free throw up and good. 14-11, a 3-point lead for CCC. 4:15 to play here in the opening quarter. Owens dribbling up top. Passes it off to Howell. Free throw line, picks up the dribble. Bounce pass back to Owens on the far baseline. Shot no good. Rebound down to Carruthers. Put back off the mark. Jones gets it for Coahoma. Jones into the front court. Janiyah Jones puts it up, no good with the runner. Rebound, put back, Bowen, no good. And rebound to ICC. Owens dribbling up top. Picks up a dribble, passes it off. And Owens gets it back. Owens down the lane on Jones, and a foul called against Janiyah. (14-11), Coahoma up by 3. Carruthers able to find Golden. Off to Owens, near side. Entry pass to Golden. Golden, and a jump ball. Bowen there with the good defense. And it will stay with Itawamba. I think the first substitution of the night for Coahoma, if I'm not mistaken, as Jamia Smith will check in, replacing Bowen. Itawamba able to get it into Golden. Golden passes it off to Carruthers. Long 2 up top, and that's good. Coahoma's lead trimmed to 1. Long pass up ahead to Tiana Abram. Nice bounce pass to Smith. Off the glass for 2. Owens dribbling up top. Passes it off on the near side. Steps called. Coahoma by 3. 2:35 to play, opening quarter. Tiara drives off the right wing. Step back jumper on the baseline, no good. Rebound controlled by Vic for Itawamba, and we have a foul against CCC.
Little Caesars Detroit-style deep dish pizza has caramelized crispy cheese edges and a soft, chewy center. Do you love it, Matthew Stafford?
I'm not a walking billboard.
Okay, never mind.
Pizza, pizza.
Get Little Caesars Detroit-style deep dish pizza for just $8.99.
Pizza, pizza.
It's a Little Caesars Pizza pregame with Pals, Pepsi, and pizza.
A pizza pregame with Pals, Pepsi, and pizza.
Totally.
Thanks, Matthew Pafford.
Order online before games and you can win prizes like Super Bowl 57 tickets.
Pizza, pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just moments away from starting the second half here in Fulton. ICC with a 39-27 lead here. Coahoma will have the ball to start the second half. And Jim, what's your Bank Oklahoma keys to victory for the second half for the Indians?
Still come out with a lot of enthusiasm, play this good defense. Again, stop their offensive rebounding at them. You know, we shot the ball extremely well first half. Got a 12-point lead. Keep doing the same, hit the boards hard.
Coahoma wants to fire a three to start it, and they do. Buries the three-pointer there. Key Johnson. Nice start to the contest here in the second half for Coahoma. Makes it a 9-point contest. ICC now with the basketball on their first possession of the second half. And it's a travel.
That is a travel.
Just looking for make some contact. Smart defense that time by Jackson to step out of the way. Didn't give him anything to lean on that time. And the turnover gives it back to the Tigers.
Horace had the great half. First half had 12 points, as we mentioned, and Josh Lee had 14 points. The two starting guards with 26 of our 39 points in the first half.
And we've got a whistle away from the basketball. Jim, we talked about earlier, Miss Sylvia Shamley coming back home to watch the basketball games tonight. She does that a good bit, but also saw the crowd. Coach Bill Caples,
yes,
him and his wife, Camille.
Correct.
Of course, Bill Caples, a member of the ICC Athletic Hall of Fame. He coached the women's basketball team from 1974 to 1979 and actually played basketball here in the 57-59 season, as well as Coahoma knocks down the long two-pointer, and pretty hot start here to the second half for the Tigers.
No doubt they come out, cut this 12-point lead down to 7. They got the first 5 points of the second half. 39-32, 19 minutes left in the ball game. Indians with the ball with a 7-point lead.
Lee kicks it out. Three-pointer on its way for the Indians. That one left short, no good. But nice job by George Marshall to follow his shot. Leaves it out to Rock Robinson, who wants the three, and he buries it. Jim, the three-point basket has been very good to the Indians tonight.
No doubt about it. Rock now, I think, is 2 of 4 from three-point land. Got 8 points. Indians lead back to 10, 42-32. 18.5 minutes left in the ball game.
That time, tried to draw the contact. Good no call by the official. They said play on in this sense. Now here come the Indians wanting to get out in transition. Two-pointer, yes.
Nice.
As you said, Horace has played well tonight. He's been that key player for the Indians that kind of just keeps them glued together, him and Josh Lee.
No doubt about it. Hey, Coahoma had the first 5 points second half. Now we got the next 5.
Inside they go. Layup good. Smart defensive play that time by Rock Robinson not to commit the foul as Johnson got pretty good position on him with a nice offensive set that time out of Coahoma. Makes it a 44-34 contest. Inside 18 minutes to play. This nip and tuck out at Clarksdale as that ball slapped free. Indians quickly springing it around the perimeter. Rock drives inside. Beautiful play.
Robinson now in double digits. Got 10 points. Indians extend their lead back to 12. 17.5 minutes left in the ball game.
16-16 is the score in the women's game. Looks like they're coming towards the end of the first quarter there in Clarksdale. Tigers want the three. That one off the mark, no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Indians. Horace in the open floor. Kicks it out. Heat check for Robinson. Got it! Woo! Robinson buries another three. Large lead tonight now for the Indians. Coahoma needs a basket this trip down in a big way here. Drives inside, and that's a push-off.
Great job by Rock.
Well, got him with the push-off that time, and foul's going to be whistled on number 35, and would have been a play that you let go, but that arm got extended is what made the whistle blow that time. So just a tough move there by Jackson. That's going to be his second foul.
Adam, you mentioned our largest lead of the game. Indians with the ball with a 15-point lead. 17 minutes left in the ball game.
So ICC not rushing it in this situation as Horace will trot the ball down the floor. Drops it off now to Josh Lee, who had a big first half for the Indians. George Marshall tries to drive inside, and it's tripped, and he lands hard on the floor. And Coach Pate coming out to say something to the referee, and yeah, missed that one as that was a trip there, and they're going to get George out to check on him in this situation as he fell hard there. And so George will check out and Jamari will check in.
Coahoma with the ball, 16.5 minutes left in the ball game. Indians up by 15, 49-34. Both teams undefeated coming in tonight's game in the division.
That referee might be glad that Coach Pate is very mild-mannered. Any other coach, well, they would have took up for their star player a lot more aggressively. There's a charge on the other end. Not saying Grant didn't take up for his player,
right.
But Grant's not a hothead like me.
No, Grant usually stays calm. Adam, I think that's the 5th charging foul tonight we've seen, 2 or 3 on each team.
And so the ball will go back to the Indians, 16-19 to go here. That was the end of the first quarter in the women's game. ICC and Coahoma tied at 16. You hate to call it a must-win situation, but a very need-to-win situation for the Lady Indians on the road this evening.
Definitely needed, Adam. They're playing hard. We need some success to help the team.
Now, they've had a hard start to the season with some of the upper echelon teams to start with, but they've also dropped a couple you didn't expect for them to drop, as that shot is off the mark, no good. Looking for the reverse layup. It was taken away. Three-pointer on its way, no good. Rebound tipped around, and ICC comes away with it. Horace had his pocket pick. Nice play there by Prescott. Now Prescott wanting to go one-on-one, and that's a charge.
No doubt about it.
And that was a grown man charge there, and Prescott wants to come out and say something to the referee and keep walking. Don't stop and listen to the player. Make the call and move on from it.
That was probably the most, everybody in the gym knew that was a charge.
Yep. And that is going to be the second foul on Prescott.
Adam, Indians with the ball, 15-point lead, 15 and a half minutes left in the ball game.
Lee with the basketball, spots up for three. That one rattling and falls.
Shooter touch.
Big basket knocked down there by the Indians. They take a 52-34 advantage now.
Josh Lee leading the team tonight, 17 points.
Thought about the three, was it there? Long two-pointer on its way. It's no good, and the Indians rip the rebound. ICC wanting to get out and push the pedal to the metal. It was slapped away, and Jamari Marshall in the right spot at the right time for that one. Three-point basket. That one bouncing no, but the offensive rebound by Webb, and the layup is good.
Nice athletic play by Jaden.
And the Indians now push it out to 20.
Very impressive.
Yeah, Coahoma may need a timeout here to kind of refocus. Good to see that George Marshall has checked back into the contest for the Indians. Beautiful extra pass. Layup is good. Nice, unselfish basketball there as Murray lays that one in, and that helps out a big time there as it stops a little bit of the bleeding for the Tigers.
Coahoma has some stops here. ICC.
And they helped them out as they just
turned it over. We have an 18-point lead, 14-12 left in the ball game.
Yeah, unfortunate that Jamari wasn't looking for the basketball that time because a couple of defenders kind of got tangled up in themselves, and it was a good read by Josh Lee, just the play wasn't designed to do that. So Coahoma with the basketball now. We do want to welcome those that are watching in favor of the Tigers and extend that hello to the ICC family tuning in here on the ICC Sports Network. Drive inside. Oh, nice job. As that time it was Prescott. He had one thing on his mind, and that was getting to the hoop, and he was able to finish in a big basket there for the Tigers.
Trying to chip away the lead. Indians have the ball with a 16-point lead, 13:40 left in the ball game.
This is Jamari Marshall with it. Works off the screen. Now swings it up top. Ball faked by Lee. Beautiful pass, and the layup is good. There is a early nominee for our What a Play Wednesday there. A beautiful feed and finish. And ICC pushes it out to a 56-38 advantage. I say early nominee. That's tomorrow.
No doubt about it.
Oh, nice extra pass. Lost his dribble. Was able to get it back and put it back up in and good. Murray, I've been impressed with his play.
He's got 10 points. Leads his team with double digits.
And we've got a whistle.
what do we get here?
And there's going to be a foul whistled on Murray away from the basketball. And that's going to be his third foul.
I didn't see the foul.
I wasn't paying attention away from the ball there. So Indians inbounds. They're going to do so to Rock Robinson. Inside 13 minutes to play. Marshall asks for a screen, now gets it, spot up three-pointer. Off the back iron, no good, but the slam!
Big time. Eddie Page with a slam.
Well, I said earlier we had a What a Play Wednesday nominee. There's another one. As Page went up and finished strong. As that shot's off the mark, no good, and Eddie with the loose ball. And Jamari had it for a second, but then was taken away. Up the floor they go, and the layup good. Smart play by Page not to commit the foul after Murray was able to get the basket to fall.
Adam, we got a 16-point lead coming up on 12 minutes left in the ball game.
Indians kind of just waving the way through traffic. Three-pointer on its way. That one off the mark, no good, and we've got a foul away from the ball again. And this is going to be called on number 3, Prescott of Coahoma, and that's going to be his third, 15th foul. And I didn't see anybody on Marshall that time. I thought the foul was on the block out. He did get a little aggressive on the block out, well beyond the three-point line, but Marshall heading to the free throw line here.
George Marshall's got 4 points, playing very well tonight. Now he has 5.
A chance to get 2 of the three-pointers here.
So he was shooting 3?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't see anybody around him. Is there wiping up some of the sweat there?
Indians want a 17-point lead, tried to make it 18 with this free throw, and they do. 18-point lead, 60-42, coming up on 12 minutes left in the ball game. ICC 60, Coahoma 42. Coahoma with the ball out front. Long three-point shot by Coahoma, no good. Rebound Indians.
That rebound pull down there, that was Singleton, who has come in and provided some solid minutes for the Indians tonight. ICC with the basketball. Running shot put up no good. Loose ball on the floor. Josh Lee finds it, but his foot was out of bounds as he goes spilling into the expensive seats out there. And our work study, Taylon Land down there, may have got a good shot on that.
No doubt. Good hustle. As we mentioned, Josh Lee's had an outstanding game, not only in scoring, but playing good defense. Leading the team right now with 17 points. Indians on defense, 11.5 minutes left in the ball game. Indians by 18.
Drive inside, layups no good, a lot of contact, no foul call. And now the Indians wanting to push, didn't have numbers. Now they're going to go inside. Nice seal off, but a good job recovering defensively. Three-pointer on its way, that one no good, and that's going to be a coaching opportunity on down the stretch there. Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
Another What a Play Wednesday brought to you by Renaissance Bank. That's going to be a nominee there. Other than the horrific play call on that one, as I was in a halfway of a cough when that one happened. Fall away jumpers, no good. Indians lead back to 20. And Marshall was getting greedy. He's all about spotting up for the three, and sometimes the basketball gods don't like that, and that time they knock it out of bounds.
Indians up by 20, 10:45 left in the ball game. You know, we still got 11 minutes left there, Adam, but we are playing our best ball game that I've seen us play this year. And we're undefeated in the division. Got to keep it up for another 11 minutes.
Absolutely is. You mentioned it. The Indians got ranked for the first time in a long time. Was wondering if they would come out with any intensity in this ball game. And they did. They came out early and hit often, as that's going to be a foul on Page. And so they didn't have a little bit of a hangover. They saw Coahoma rally back, but they answered and pretty much have been up 13 for most of the first half, and it's been 20 for the most part here in the second half. That shot no good, tip no good, third time not a charm. And Coahoma is able to keep it alive though. Inside they go. And finally, fifth time is a charm, as that was Johnson who battled, and stuck around and finally got the shot to go. Jim, a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update for you. Coahoma up 24-22 with what looks to be about 4.5 minutes left to go until halftime there in Clarksdale.
Got a good ball game there, Adam.
Minton's three-pointers off the mark, no good, and a great job blocking out that time by the Tigers. Not necessarily something they've done a lot tonight, is keep Indians off the boards. Dribble in the corner, ICC will lob it up, and there's another foul away from the ball.
The officials are really calling this game all of a sudden tight.
I'm going to say I don't have a problem with the foul call there, but the fact that it didn't come from the referee on the baseline, it come from the one all the way across the floor, and it's almost like you're trying to overcall your teammates as the ref, and it doesn't go for a good look. Say it's a team. Trust your guys on the floor.
No doubt about it. Got 3 officials out there.
Loose ball, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, so it will stay with Coahoma. We'll be back here Thursday as the Lady Indians will return home as they'll take on East Central. Of course, East Central, the only team that has beaten the Indians this year, is it was in a non-conference game, and they're going to call back-to-back fouls now on Page. The Indians will go on the road to East Central on Thursday, so it could be an interesting contest there.
Game. Big game. And we got to finish this game strong. We're up 18, 10 minutes left in the ball game. Coahoma's hustling. A lot of fouls being called here all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Both teams going to be in bonus here any minute.
A ball game that had a good rhythm to it now is just went to a snail's pace all of a sudden over the last 5 minutes. That ball is going to be slapped away. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with, no, they're going to say ICC basketball. So the Indians have it. They lead at 62-44. 9.5 minutes to play in this one. ICC, the number 24 team in the country, as they were able to pick up wins over number 21 Northeast and number 24 Pearl River to move into the rankings for the first time in quite a while. Inside they go to Page. Page, turnaround hook shot, nice. Beautiful.
You can tell he's been working hard on that.
He's got that nice wide step, that power dribble, and just went up high as he could with the basketball and just flipped the wrist and got it to fall. Tigers on the other end, needing this shot to fall this time down the floor, and they do. Big three-point basket knocked down by Johnson, and a timeout taken by the Tigers. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we reset out of the timeout at 64-47. ICC with the lead. They've led as much as 20. Pretty much a large majority, would you say, of the second half.
No doubt about it.
Led by 13, was able to build on that, and Coahoma got the shot to fall. Now they're going to come out and press here.
Adam, we've had a 10-point lead ever since the 16-minute mark in the first half.
It has been a very good performance tonight here for the Indians, and they hope to finish strong in this one as well. Speaking of other scores, Lady Indians trailing 25-22 with 2 minutes to go until halftime, as that shot put up and almost went in. If that thing found a way to put in, then that would be our What a Play Wednesday.
We got several nominees tonight.
So Marshall will head back to the free throw line once again. Has a good crowd coming out tonight, Jim, as just now getting school kind of started back. And I tell you, it's summer-like weather, as that first free throw is no good and had me kind of messed up this morning. Horrible sinus headache, and it's still kind of hanging around, but it's just not a fun time of year if you have sinuses.
No, and let's be honest, in Mississippi it can be 35 in the morning and 70 in the afternoon. That's not exaggeration.
No, not at all. Neither free throw fell there for Marshall, as Coahoma comes down the other end. Another beautiful pass, and the layup put up there by Murray, as they know ICC likes to be aggressive, and they use that extra pass to get some easy layups tonight. And now here comes the Indians on the other end. That one partially blocked, then tipped out. Singleton finds it. Inside they go to Lee, and he's going to clean things up. Nice job again by Lee, hanging around, being in the right spot at the right time to get that basket.
Lee's got 19 tonight to lead the Indians. Indians up by 17 again.
And guess what, folks? We've got a foul away from the ball. That foul's going to be on Tyree Singleton. Been the most fouls I've seen called away from the basketball tonight.
No doubt about it.
That means you're looking for stuff. Well, we had some coaches come by earlier, as that shot's off the mark, no good. Rebound to the Indians. Want to give them a shout out, coaches from Mississippi Valley.
No doubt about it. Appreciate them coming by and seeing us.
Saw a bunch of coaches out tonight scouting the talent on the floor here, and there's been plenty of it. ICC, of course, having a good night, but also you take a look at guys like Jackson and Murray for Coahoma that has looked sharp tonight, put on a good showing as well. That shot off the mark, Coahoma with the rebound. 7.5 to go now. As Coahoma drives inside, the shot's up, and the friendly roll, good for Johnson.
Johnson's got 12 in the second half. Indians still up by 15 with 7:10 left in the ball game.
And that's going to be a turnover. Yep, well, it was smart IQ by George Marshall as he let the ball roll as far as he could before picking it up. The problem is when you pick it up, you now have possession of the basketball.
Good point.
So you can't, because he was going to throw it in, he was going to throw it to Rock. Well, he overthrew Rock thinking that, well, you know, we'll just work some more time, but instead it turned into a turnover. Little basketball 101. Thought about going up big that time, and he was met by the Indians' defense. That was Eddie Page, and Page did not back down. And the exchange gives the ball back now to the Indians. 66-51. Coahoma sneaking their way back into this one. Indians still with a pretty big cushion here, but in this league, anything and everything can happen, so the Indians need a basket. That three-pointer's off the mark, no good. The Indians are going ice cold from the floor and have gotten less aggressive on the rebounds. Nice extra pass. Underneath he goes. Shot is up, and count the basket. Nice job there by Murray to have a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And Jim, don't look now, but Coahoma starting to creep back into this one.
Within 13. They had been within 13 this half.
Mm-hmm.
So they're making a little run here.
Timeout's going to be taken by the Indians. We're going to take a full timeout with them and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Welcome back, everyone. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram bringing this action here from the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Lee Adams taking photos, updating social media. You can see photos from tonight's game and previous games by visiting ICCimages.com. And then you got Raphael Henry up top shooting the camera for us tonight of the broadcast. So we appreciate Mr. Jim, Lee, and Rafi and everything they do here for the sports information team. So a chance to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way here for Murray. And that one no good in the rebound. Ripped down that time by George Marshall.
6:20 left in the ball game. Indians up by 13 with the ball. Try to finish strong here to win this ball game.
Well, Rock had an open three that time, and you can tell ICC is want to work some clock here as he did not pull the trigger on that one. Lee with the basketball now, works off a screen. Floater in the paint, knocked it down.
Josh Lee has now matched his most points he's ever scored. He's got 21 points.
Big night there for Josh Lee. He'll be putting in for our player of the game at the end of the night. Crossover, jumper, off the mark. No, Page with the rebound. Good timeout taken by ICC.
No doubt about it.
Looks like it's kind of cut into some of that momentum that the Tigers had gotten. George Marshall step back three-pointer. That one rattled in and out, no good. Well, there's some nights where the iron just loves you, and tonight the iron has been unkind for George Marshall. But that's what good basketball players do. You keep shooting, you try to find your rhythm, and do what you can to still find a way to help your team win.
No doubt. Rebound, play defense. He's done that tonight.
Three-pointer on its way. That one good. Big basket knocked down there by Key Johnson. You know, I mentioned Jackson and Murray early. Key Johnson, very impressive tonight here for Coahoma.
He's got 15 points in the second half. Indians with the ball with a 12-point lead. 5 minutes left in the ball game.
So Marshall with the basketball. Works it over now to Horace. Again, ICC being very patient, not really wanting to go in their offensive set until about 10 seconds left. And it's going to be a jump ball. And if it is, it should be ICC basketball after Horace is going to look up at the official and kind of be like, hey, getting a little bit of business there. Substitutions coming into the contest. Horace will check out. Jamari Marshall will check in. Checking in for Coahoma is going to be Prescott. And this is a substitution being brought to you by the Cagle Eye Center. Dr. Lori Cagle and all the staff at Cagle Eye Center have been providing comprehensive eye care for Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Set up your appointment today by calling 862-EYES. That's 862-EYES. Try to get it in bounds quickly to Rock Robinson. The ball was slapped out of bounds, and Jim, that had to be close to a 5-second violation.
It had to be. Rock was open just for a split second. Defender made a good move. Knocked it out of bounds.
India still have 7 seconds on the shot clock here, so got to be mindful of that if you're ICC. And again, Rock was there for a second. They couldn't find it. Tried to bounce it off the leg of the defender, and Coahoma comes away with it. Beautiful bounce pass, but great help defense by Page, and then Rock is going to try to get loose to the basketball. He slaps it when it goes out of bounds. That was a great job there by Eddie Page as he flashed in front of the player. Didn't do anything, just the player knew he didn't have the layup with Page closing in tightly.
Good point, Adam. We got 4:40 left in the ball game. Indians up by 12, but the Tigers, Coahoma, have the ball.
Into the corner, the Tigers go with it. Want to drive baseline. Ball's going to be slapped out of bounds. This will be last touch by the Indians. Good help defense there by George Marshall. Remind you to stay tuned. We'll have the Renaissance Bank post-game show coming your way. We'll also have highlights from tonight's game. We'll be selecting our star of the game. Talking about some stats and more there. The Indians hope to be able to find a way to hold on to this one and come away with the win. Lee with the basketball. Page begging for it. Lee's going to say, no, we're going to reset. And Page is upset. He wanted the ball.
Coming up on 4 minutes. Indians with a 12-point lead and the ball.
7 seconds now on the shot clock. Jamari, step back two. Dagger. Big shot knocked down there by Marshall. That may have been what the Indians needed there to put this one away.
No doubt. 14-point lead, under 4 minutes in the ball game.
Three-pointer. Ooh, that one rattled in and out. No good. It's the iron unkind for Johnson. Well, if he could have got that one to fall, that would have really reset things there. Now ICC with an opportunity to work some clock, come away with the basket, see if they can start putting this thing on ice. Jamari with it now. He wants to dribble up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Page sets a half-hearted screen. It's no good. And the long rebound pulled down by Coahoma. Coahoma wanting to hurry things up a little bit. They go inside, and that's another charge. You can't really argue with that. I'm sorry.
And
they're going to get the
technical on the coach.
Technical foul on the coach there, and I don't necessarily agree with that one either. As he was voicing his opinion, you got to give him a chance to voice his opinion. It wasn't like he was on the floor. And now, yes, he was extended down towards the baseline, but that's the reason refs are out there and I'm
That's
up
right.
here.
It kind of looked like a quick whistle. It did.
Now, he may have been working their nerve up to this point.
Right. We couldn't hear what he said from here.
But I think it's one of those that turn the other cheek, if you will. So this is Jamari Marshall at the free throw line, makes the first one. Well, we talked about the star-studded fans here. We talked about Coach Caples earlier. Well, I see Cade Adams on the sideline down there. Him and his sister, Emmy, cheering the Indians on there. And so what I'm saying is security needs to be beefed up. So both those free throws good there as the Indians starting to put this one to bed. Still 3:15 left to play. With the three-point basket, Coahoma can get back in it, but Coahoma's got to start getting some stops defensively.
Indians with the ball with a 16-point lead. 3:10 left in the ball game.
So ICC gets it across with about 4 seconds to spare on the 10 count. Jamari Marshall with the basketball now, wanting to work one-on-one. Dribbles it back to the middle of the middle of the floor to reset the offense. Gives it up to his brother George, and he loses the basketball. Coahoma needs points big time this trip down the floor. And that's going to be a turnover as like he might have traveled, but the ball was stripped away by Horace, who had the basketball when he stepped out of bounds. Like he took a pretty tough spill into the support of the basket that time, is paying a little bit of attention to his right elbow.
Right elbow. Hope he's okay. Coming out of the ball game.
Page will check in to replace him. Quick two, that one off the mark, no good, and a pair of Indians fighting for the rebound, and Josh Lee will concede it to Jamari Marshall.
Adam, let's run some clock. 2.5 minutes left in the ball game. Indians up with 16 with the ball.
Lee with the basketball, wanting to go to work here. Layup is no good somehow. Boy, the iron so unkind, and they're going to say last touch by the Indians off the rebound, and it was one of those that Lee was anticipating the defense to collapse on him. I think he was looking to drop it off the page, and sometimes you're open, you're just a little too open.
Coahoma with the ball, down by 16, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the ball game.
Layup no good, but the tip went back in. You have to credit Prescott with the basket, as I think it actually came off Page. Well, Coahoma can start fouling here to extend this ball game, but I think they're just going to tip the cap and try to fight their way back in it without fouling in this case. As ICC with it now, coming up on 10 seconds on the shot clock. 1:45 to play in the contest. Three-pointer, no good. Maybe partially deflected there by Galmore. Coahoma tries to rush it down the floor. A little too tall as it goes out of bounds and back to the end.
That should do it, Adam. We're up by 14 with the ball. Minute 35 left in the ball game. I hope Coahoma doesn't foul. Let the game play out.
Yeah, so you just want a good, clean finish to the ball game tonight as ICC will continue to roll. One of the best starts ever for the basketball program. Ranked number 24 in today's NJCAA basketball poll. There was another poll that I don't know who it was. We don't really recognize any other polls other than the NJCAA, but they had the Indians ranked at 21st. Now coming up on a minute to play. Lee, strong finish.
And that's his all-time high with 23 points.
Well-deserved night there for Josh Lee as there's a drive inside. Layup is good. Easy finish there by Prescott as the Indians not wanting to foul here in the final moments of this one, as ICC now is going to put this one to bed. Inside a minute to play. Horace getting mugged. Still getting mugged, and the officials, I guess, trying to put it. You got to be kidding me. You're going to call that foul on Horace, but not call the foul at half court that caused the turnover.
He got fouled at least twice. At least twice, and they let it go, and then he has a little hand tap, and they called it on him.
There's just some things get comical after a while, and that's it. And hey, I have bad days, 7 to 8 days out of the week, and sometimes it's just a tough night for officials, just like it is for players whenever they come out and may not be on like they normally are. So
I like that. You have bad days 7 out of the 8 days of the week.
Yes.
I'm kind of with you at times. 42 seconds left in the ball game. Indians up by 13. Coahoma trying to cut it to 12. And I don't even think they're going to full court press. I think they're going to let it play out at them.
They're back to action in the second half at Clarksdale. ICC trailing 29-26 at halftime there. And the Indians are going to throw this one over the top of the press. Just kind of weave their way through out to Josh Lee. Lee now is going to go back to Marshall. That's Coahoma not going quietly into the night. They're still going to force the Indians to work here. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Jamari dribbling back. I was like, now he wants to go inside and count the basket. Well, that was a pretty nasty shove on the layup there, but Marshall showing his strength to finish. And then you've got the young man from Coahoma, and now we've got the player from Coahoma get a technical. Well, that all started when Prescott swung, not really swung, but kind of slapped at Jamari Marshall. Not saying that Jamari might have not said something to him. And then now that's going to be the second technical foul on Murray. So they came in. I don't know if that's his second technical foul. They came in, gave a technical, and then pointed as if he had been thrown out of the game.
It's unfortunate. We got 15 seconds left in the ball game. Been a pretty good ball game. Now we're having these technicals.
So the referees will sort through this one. Smart job there by Coach Pate as he saw some of his guys starting to chirp back. He just went over there and grabbed one of them and said, come here, we're not going to have this right now. So the referees are going to sort through this one. The foul was on Prescott. I believe the technical. So that is the foul on Prescott. And so the official's still explaining things here. Some of the ICC students and band members. So there's 2 technical fouls on Coahoma. And now there's one on ICC.
Yep.
And then there's one on Coahoma.
So Jamari shooting.
I don't know what's going on. And then you're going to get the referee, of course, to bring everybody together to talk to them. I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up.
15 seconds left in the ball game.
That's on the refs, or on the ref. As that free throw is good for Marshall. No reason why this game should finish the way it's finishing right now. And I'm saying that for fans that are watching for Coahoma. I'm saying that in support of you as well. I'm not saying it in support of ICC only.
No, I agree.
This is unfair to Coahoma and ICC both. Second free throw is good.
Jamari's making a living at the free throw line. Now he's in double digits.
So the Indians, as you said, Jim, a good night scoring the basketball. As another free throw was good. So we got the technical free throws and the M1. And so the other 2 technical fouls cancel each other out.
Indians up by 16, 15 seconds left in this ball game. Please, no more fouls or technical fouls here in the last 15 seconds.
Well,
let's get the game over.
Those last 2 shouldn't have been called. And so Coahoma will throw this one in. And this should wrap things up here tonight as we'll move into the Renaissance Bank postgame report. And there is a foul underneath. And
that's a hand touch. Come on.
I told you at the beginning of the game, Jim, we saw the trio walking in.
We knew.
And so we'll have a 1-and-1 opportunity here with 6.9 seconds left to play. Tucker will check in for ICC. But as we said, like players, sometimes referees have bad nights.
Right.
And things kind of snowball into another and another. And if you feel like, hey, I've called it this way, then this has gotten a little bit more out of hand. So we'll just say it at that. We're not going to say that, we'll just say some nights, just like us, we have bad days. Everybody has bad days.
No doubt.
At free throw, good.
Prescott's had a good ball game tonight. He has 11 in the second half. He's got 15 for the ball game.
Second free throw, good. Tell you what, this scrappy bunch of Tigers, as they'll drop their first conference game tonight, they're going to have a lot more to play for throughout the regular season here, as we'll finally go final in this one. 78-64, ICC able to pick up the win over the Tigers of Coahoma. We're going to take a timeout, come back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this, here from Fulton.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Dark or empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.com.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins it 78-64 over Coahoma squad. That, I tell you what, they're not regular Coahoma anymore. This used to be a team that you automatically mark up a W on the schedule. But I tell you what, they're a very tough team, and they got a very bright future ahead of them, especially if they meet the Indians again. Well, Jim, your thoughts on the game tonight and what ended up being the difference in the contest?
Fast start, Adam. We jumped out and had a 10-point lead. We mentioned with 16 minutes left in the first half, and we never let them cut into it. We played great defense. Our offense worked tonight, and we didn't let them have second-chance points. What a great game by Grant and his coaching staff. Now we're 4-0 in the division. You don't get overconfident, but we start out really well, and I don't remember the last time we're 4-0 in the division. They're playing extremely well right now.
Absolutely, and that's a key thing you said there. You know, we found out today, one, that George Marshall got Conference Player of the Week. Big week for George last week. Struggled tonight, but the Indians still found a way, and he did the things that he needed to do when you struggle shooting to still help your team be successful. The Indians ranked for the first time in a long time, coming in at rank number 24, so you kind of felt like, hey, this is a good Coahoma team this could be a trap game here for the Indians, but ICC was able to step up, led as much as 13 for majority of the first half, led by 20, I won't say for a majority of the second half, but a large, most important part of the second half. So the Indians came in tonight and took care of business.
They did, Adam. It never got really tight. And give our offense a lot of credit. And we have got a team this year, and when I say team, I mean team. We're not counting on one or two players to score. We got different guys leading the team and scoring in different nights. So we got a lot of depth, playing hard, playing unselfish. Need to keep it up. It's early in the year, but we're 4-0 in the division, and that's the best you can do right now.
Well, Jim, we're going to finally take a look at some of those highlights. I meant to start a little bit earlier in the game, and, man, you talked about ICC started red hot. Let's take a look at some stats tonight. And ICC, we talked about it. You know, a lot of times everybody looks at George Marshall. Well, he didn't have the night he normally has. Still had a good night for the team, but, man, ICC had a lot of guys step up around him tonight.
No, that, and let's talk about ICC. 4 people in double figures. Josh Lee had a career high, 23 points tonight. Kobe Hars, 14 points. Jamari Marshall had 11, and Rock Robinson had 13. Those 4 guys in double digits. George Marshall had 6. Jaden Webb had 4. Singleton had 4, and Eddie Page had 4. For Coahoma, leading them tonight, Kai Johnson had 17. Dante Prescott had 16. Jaquay Murray also had 16. Then Hogan had 5. Galmore had 5. And Jackson had 5. 78-64, Indians find a way to win at home. Good start for the ICC Indians.
Now for the Indians, of course, you want to enjoy this win, but now it's time to get refocused because you play the one team that has beat you this year coming up next week at their place in a very good East Central squad.
No doubt about it, and we'll be ready. I like the demeanor of the ball team. Different people scoring, different people rebounding. We played well tonight. Got to continue on the road this coming Thursday night.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to wrap things up here for the Renaissance Bank postgame report. We do invite you to visit renaissancebank.com to find out why they are the best bank in the South. I don't care what anybody says. I know they don't go by that slogan anymore, but they are the best bank in the South because they understand you. And I tell you what, if you didn't get a chance to, I know they do the SEC shorts.
Right.
If you didn't get a chance to watch this week's, it's a little extra special.
It is. I saw it today. It's outstanding. They do a super job with those SEC shorts.
You can visit renaissancernation.com to see that, or you can also find it on social media anywhere out there, basically. So we're going to wrap things up here. ICC wins it by the final score of 78-64. So for Jim Ingram, Raphael Henry, Lee Adams, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton. We'll see you Thursday night when the Lady Indians return home at 5:30 to take on East Central. See y'all then.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.